Wike is a fantastic human being. Whatever you say about him, I don't care. Fayose. Former Governor of Ekiti, Fayose, has leapt into the defense of former River State Governor Nyesom Wike. Wike and the leadership of the PDP have been at loggerheads prior to the presidential election, and efforts to reconcile the differences in the party have so far not yielded fruits. Speaking on News Central TV about the former River State Governor, Fayose said, "Let me tell you, it doesn't matter if they say Wike is not important, no problem. I remember in the last 4 or 5 years, majority of the funds used to pay salaries, enrollment of staff, maintaining secretariats were coming from Wike. Let them deny now. Wike has his own excesses like me, like every other person, but when a man is doing well, he is fair. The fact that you have money does not say that you are a good man, does not say that you will spend it. It takes a good, kind-hearted human being to have the money and be able to spend it. Wike gives support to his party, helps his party, and when Ali Modu Sheriff matter came up, Wike stood up. Majority of the people that are in our party are lip service. Since we lost the election in 2015, where are they? So I don't want to agree with anybody talking negative about Wike. Like I said, like every other person, he is not a perfect man, but we will weigh his good sides compared to his downsides. Wike is a fantastic human being. Whatever you say about him, I do not care." Oh, that's very sweet. I mean, I think it is nice for once to have somebody defend Wike in this light, because I think, in as much as, Wike does gain and has a lot of respect for, from a lot of people who are loyalists and, fans at this point of the PDP, his behavior, personally, I've just seen it to be a bit strange, because I'm like, wait, excuse me? Is this the same person? Because as said in the article, the misunderstanding that's going on with the APC started way, I think from the primaries or after the primaries, and still exists until after the elections, right? And I just think there are a lot of things that Wike did that was just so petty. You know what I mean? I feel like if he came out to say, I do not agree with the PDP, and just directly attacked the PDP and said, this is this, this is that, okay, great. But we all knew that he was very upset. I think, he wasn't chosen as a vice presidential candidate. I think that was the issue. And, rather than calling it out, which a lot of people were surprised and people expected that, Wike would be chosen by Atiku, he wasn't. And so obviously it was a shock. But then the steps that Wike then took after then, the things he said, the meetings with the APCs, the rumored meeting that he had in London with Tinubu, like it just, the respect and it just went down so drastically. I think it's a very good way of bringing himself back in the light by Fayose, which is he part of the G5? Because Wike and his boy band, as I call it, the G5, were basically the rebellious ones who were basically not in line with, PDP's presidential candidate and vice presidential candidate. And so, the G5 were having meetings together. The G5 were just known to be the rebels in the PDP. I'm not sure if Fayose is part of the G5. Anyways, Fayose has come out to basically talk about the character of Wike. And I think, what makes this writing, would I say writing, or what makes this good is in the sense that, with Fayose, it's not a thing where he denied or was being such a sycophant. I think in our politics, we have people that are sycophants to a point where they're so dishonest and like, what? Something can literally be as plain and the plain truth, and they would literally twist it to be something else. I think it's fair enough that Fayose has come out to say that, yes, Wike also has his downs and he has his sides, because we are all human. Okay, he kind of generalized it there. But I think if Fayose came out and then said, no one should attack him, he's right, Wike is this, Wike is that, he's a good man, then no. But I think Fayose kept it fair in the sense that I would defend his character, but I can also acknowledge that this man sometimes is a bit, So yeah, let's have the comment section. Where are Wike's companies and businesses that he single-handedly paid staff salaries and enormous across the state national headquarters. Even Dangote and Bill Gates will not do this. And these loud and foul-mouthed old men keep talking anyhow. You don't care because he's feeding you. Let them keep saying whatever they like. I don't care either. Wike remains my mentor. And okay, fantastic, great. Wike is the man, the Lion of Niger Delta, the hero and fearless warrior of the South. But that's the thing, it's like, you can't just be calling someone a hero just because. If he has made significant changes and developments, come on, we will not be denying it. We can't say someone does done the right thing and we'll say he's done bad. No. But I think the worship and the glorification of Wike is like, okay, he never really did anything outstanding that made us be like, oh, wow, look at this governor. So, you can defend his character, those that know him great. But the people of Rivers, what do they have to say about his leadership? And it's coming from a very, fair place. It's not coming from a hostile place. It's just a question, what has he done? And Wike saw the future game and claimed to the APC, shame to Atiku and Okowa, the traitor. I mean, sometimes, there are things you may not understand. And that's why, to be honest, I prefer not to even have narratives and opinions, because whatever's going on within their circles, whatever conversations or whatever misunderstandings they have, only them will understand because they're in the circles. It'll be so inaccurate. Imagine the public would hear this, for example, would talk about this whole narrative, not knowing that behind the scenes, it's something different that's happened. And you find out that when they settle their scores, Nigerians are very shocked. But it's like, you never knew the original misunderstanding in the first place. So, it won't be a shock, because then after a while, you then see Wike, the G5 boys and Atiku collaborating and defending one another. So it takes time. And to be honest, it's like, whatever is not your business and you don't know the full story of, you just never know. But what we know is that Wike's attitude and behavior, with the misunderstandings they had with the PDP was not great. And yeah, he needs to sort of do some damage control and whatever. But I don't think he cares anyways to do that. But what I think about it in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.